Austrija, zvanično Republika Austrija, država je u centralnoj Evropi. Graniči se sa Nemačkom i Češkom na severu, Slovačkom i Mađarskom na istoku, Slovenijom i Italijom na jugu, Švajcarskom i Lihtenštejnom na zapadu. Glavni grad je Beč. Pošto su je osvajali Rimljani, Huni, Lombardi, Ostrogoti, Bavari i Franci, Austrija je bila pod vlašću Babenberga od 10. do 13. veka kad su ih nasledili Habsburgovci. Kuća Habsburg je potom vladala Austrijom sve do 20. veka. Nakon ukidanja Svetog rimskog carstva, Austrija je 1867. godine postala deo dvojne monarhije Austrougarske. Austrougarska se raspala 1918. kada je izgubila Prvi svetski rat, pa je nastala Austrija u današnjim granicama. Dolaskom Hitlera na vlast posle Prvog svetskog rata, Nemačka je Austriju pripojila 1938. godine. Nakon poraza u Drugom svetskom ratu, saveznici su držali Austriju do 1955. godine, kada je opet stekla potpunu nezavisnost pod uslovom da ostane potpuno i trajno neutralna, a zabranili su joj udruživanje sa Nemačkom. Ipak, nakon propasti komunizma u Istočnoj Evropi, Austrija se politički sve više angažovala, pa je 1955. godine postala članica Ujedinjenih nacija, a 1995. godine postala je članica Evropske unije. Valutu evro uvela je 1999. godine. Pored toga što je 12. najbogatija zemlja sveta, zahvaljujući privrednoj aktivnosti, Austrija je i omiljena turistička destinacija. Čak 60% turista posećuje Beč, ali zimski period je rezervisan i za Alpe i skijanje. I sami Austrijanci preferiraju domaći turizam. Bogata ponuda privlači sve veći broj gostiju iz godine u godinu, tako da je Austrija zauzela 9. mesto u svetu po prihodima od turizma. Austrija je tako reći i najbliže inostranstvo za naše ljude, a na život u toj zemlji odlučilo se oko 300.000 Srba. O bilateralnim odnosima razgovaramo sa ambasadorom Austrije u Beogradu, doktorom Johanesom Eignerom.
Dobrodošli u emisiju Globus televizije Studio B. Naš gost večeras biće austrijski ambasador u Beogradu, dr. Johanes Eigner. Ljudi sa kojima smo razgovarali vrlo zadovoljni odnosima sa Austrijom, načinom na koji ambasada u Beogradu radi, a kako vi doživljavate Beograd i Srbiju kao zemlju u kojoj ste predstavnik svoje države?
Dobro večer, najprije bih želio da pozdravim sve gledalce Studio B. Drago mi je da mogu da predstavim moju zemlju, Austriju, i kako vi ste rekli, upravo mi imamo odlične bilateralne odnose. Drago mi je da mogu da radim za Austriju ovdje u Beogradu i svaki dan mogu da kažem, uživam u mom radu, a uživam i u životu ovdje u Srbiji, u Beogradu.
Koliko se život u Beogradu razlikuje od života u Beču, u prestonici?
Ne bih rekao da se puno razlikuje, možda je još malo veselije, ljudi su opušteni, vrlo lako je stupiti u kontaktu, a inače nisu tako velike razlike između Beča i Beograda. Mi se dobro znajemo drug druga.
Dugo se znamo. Dugo smo imali i turbulentne odnose u istoriji, tokom istorije. Ratovali smo jedni protiv drugih, imali smo sukobe, ali ljudi koji se bave spoljnom politikom kažu da je odnos Srbije i Austrije sada na najvišem nivou.
Jesu na vrlo visokom nivou i upravo ste. Prošle godine mi smo imali izložbu pod nazivom Beleški burnih odnosa Beograd-Beč. Upravo zajedno mi smo organizovali sa kolegama iz različitih institucija ovdje u Beogradu. Zajedno mi smo htjeli da pokažemo koliko bili različiti periodi u odnosima među Austrijom i Srbijom, a danas stvarno imamo vrlo dobre odnose i što se tiče politiku, ekonomiju, kulturnu saradnju.
Skoro smo imali posetu u Austriji na najvišem nivou. Predsjednik Nikolić je bio u poseti, zatim je bio i premijer Vučić. Ministar spoljnih poslova Austrije, gospodin Kurz, je vrlo zainteresovan za odnose sa jugoistočnom Evropom i sa balkanskim državama. Da li mislite da trenutna kriza sa migrantima koji dolaze preko Srbije u Evropu može da pokvari odnose i nema dovoljno brzine u donošenju odluka u vrhu Evropske unije o tome šta će se dešavati sa migrantima?
Prvo što se tiče ove neviđene krize, teško je naći brze rješenje. To svi moraju da priznaju, nema lahkih, nema brzih rješenja. I druge rješenje mogu se naći samo zajedničkim naporima. To uopšte ne znači da naše odnose će biti komplikovanje. Suprotno, mi moramo još intenzivnije da zarađujemo i sa Srbijom i sa drugim zemljama ovog regiona. Jedino zajedno možemo da naćemo dugotrajne rješenje za ovu veliku, neviđenu izbjegličku i migrantsku krizu.
Odnosi Austrije i Nemačke su sada malo pod tenzijom, zato što Nemačka smatra da austrijska železnica od Beča, gde najčešće dolaze, ili čak od Pandorfa, Nickelsdorfa, gde su smeštene uglavnom izbjeglice, kažu vi ih samo transportujete do Salzburga i puštate ih da prelaze u Nemačku. Kako austrijska država i ministarka unutrašnjih poslova Mikl Leitner gleda na to?
Postoji sporazum sa Njemačkom šta mi radimo zajedno sa ovim velikim brojom izbjeglica koji dolaze većinom iz Mađarske. Samo u septembru dobili oko 170.000. Mislim i vjerujem da i u budućnosti naćemo zajedno rješenje i sa Njemačkom.
Ili u samu Austriju je od početka septembra pristiglo oko 170.000 izbjeglica, kao što ste rekli, 167.000 je neki podatak. I predviđa se da će Austrija da prihvati još 85.000 ove godine i oko 130.000 u sledećoj godini. To bi trebalo da košta državu 6,5 milijardi evra. Kako mislite da će Austrija uspjeti da se snađe sa tim brojem ljudi o kojima treba da se brine? Da li će to uticati na životni standard državljana ili samo na budžet?
Na životni standard sigurno ne, na budžet možda, ali mi treba da se zna da sad niko ne zna tačne cifre koliko to košta, a i prognoze koliko ljudi će doći sljedeće godine i to ima neke pretpostavke, ali tačno naravno niko ne zna, zato vrlo teško je predvidjeti i tačan broj i koliko to će koštati i u Austriji, u Srbiji ili u Njemačkoj. Tačno je da sa ove godine se računa, kako biste rekli, oko 80-85 hiljada ljudi koji žele da ostane u Austriji.
Po političkom uređenju Austrija je parlamentarna demokratija. Sastoji se od 9 federalnih država i jedna je od 2 evropske države, pored Švajcarske, koje su proglasile stalnu neutralnost. Šef države je predsjednik koji se bira na opštim izborima svakih 6 godina. Predsjednik posle parlamentarnih izbora imenuje mandatara koji je obavezan da formira vladu. Što se austrijske politike tiče, od nezavisnosti 1955. godine, Austrijanci su glasali za socijaldemokratsku partiju. Međutim, nakon 3 decenije vlasti socijaldemokrata, 2000. godine osnovana je desna koalicija konzervativne narodne stranke i desničarske slobodarske partije. Od tada je FPO, odnosno Slobodarska partija Heinza Christiana Strachea, postepeno jača, a ove godine je dobila i značajan broj glasova na pokrajinskim izborima u Štajerskoj i Burgenlandu, a prošle nedelje i u Gornjoj Austriji. To je Stracheovim desničarima omogućilo ponovno zauzimanje mesta u pokrajinskim vladama i stvaranje koalicije sa socijalistima.
Maybe it's better that we continue our interview in English because we have come to some very sensitive topics like Freedom Party of Mr. Strache has won the elections in Oberösterreich or Upper Austria. I think in many countries, right-wing parties have gained a lot of votes just because of this migrant crisis. Many countries said that it's a Christian heritage in Europe and they don't like this amount of Muslim to come to their countries, especially Eastern European countries.
Yes, this argument is certainly present in many countries, among us in Austria, but I don't think it's completely justified. Look at Austria. During the Yugoslav secession war in the 90s, Austria accepted close to 90,000 refugees from Bosnia, many of them Muslims, and it wasn't a problem at all, except perhaps for minor incidents. But by and large, it was not a problem. People were well received, accepted, and integrated well. So both the number, if you look at 90,000 at the time, now we speak again about 80,000. So both the number and also the fact that they are in the vast majority Muslim in itself is perhaps not a reason enough to be afraid. But first, nobody knows how much more people will come, and if the people who have arrived until now are able and willing to integrate in a way as, for instance, the Bosniak refugees did at the time. So it's this sense of uncertainty, anxiety, I think, which make people at times vote for parties which pretend that they have rather easy and simple solutions. Perhaps also who try to present themselves as taking the feeling of the people, the feeling of uncertainty, of anxiety, more serious than others.
In some situations, the right-wingers always win when there is a stressful situation and a very sensitive political situation. I would like just to mention that they are the first 100 of refugees coming to Slovakia in the past week, and 500 more has to come. Czechish police officers were on the border with Austria, but just for a drill, not as a serious border. Do you think it will strengthen the borders? They will build a new borders, or it is just a procedure?
Well, I think strong borders alone, or perhaps strong borders at all, will not help us overcome the crisis. People are there, and what we need is a fair burden sharing, a solidarity in facing this unseen challenge. I think every country, and this is a very strong point made by the Austrian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, by the Austrian government, every country has to take its fair share of this unseen burden. It will not serve the European cause if some countries say that doesn't concern us. People should stay where they are. We don't want to have to do anything with these people. This will not work, and this will not help neither the people, of course, the refugees in the first instance, but also not the European case at large and in the long-term perspective.
Your family lives in Vienna, so how are you traveling these days to Vienna to see them?
I'm a regular commuter since my family is in Vienna. I take the plane. It's a one hour flight from Belgrade to Vienna, and it's quite convenient and not at all difficult. Although I of course would like, if my family would be with me, to have even more time to be in Serbia also during those weekends, and to travel around, which otherwise I do. I visited many places in Serbia, and I'm really enchanted by the rich variety this country offers.
Austrians are famous for taking hikes into the woods, into the mountains, and so on. What is your hobby, let's say? What do you prefer to do in your spare time?
Well, in my spare time here in Belgrade, I like to play tennis, and there's a rich offer which I really greatly enjoy. I love art and music. I go to concerts. I go to theater. Thanks to the knowledge of Serbian language, which I managed to acquire so far, I can follow Serbian theater, which I enjoy a lot. And I admire also art, contemporary art. You have great artists here in this country, not always acknowledged and estimated and appreciated as they should be. But you're really great people, and I like to get into that strata of life here in Serbia.
Your cultural institute here offers so many different projects and is helping Serbian cultural community a lot. The latest project was the exhibition in Konak Knjeginje Ljubice.
Yes, and there will be a very interesting exhibition beginning of November by Austrian painter Hellenwein. He is a worldwide known painter, and he will for the first time show parts of his works here in Belgrade.
I found the data that Austria is the 12th richest country in the world in terms of GDP, and it has well-developed social market economy. And about 400 Austrian companies is present today in Serbia. Do you think that they are satisfied with the terms and conditions that they find here?
I think the sheer number shows that the business environment is satisfying. Also, there, of course, is always room for improvement. We are in constant contact with representatives of the business community. There are some complaints about the judicial system, for instance. Corruption can be a problem. But otherwise, given also seen in the regional comparison, they are quite satisfied with the business environment here. And Austria is still the biggest investor, with close to 3 billion euro invested since 2000. So that shows also how important Serbia is as a market for Austrian business and enterprises.
Could you maybe say that the business environment is improving right now? There are some novelties imported in this system, like e-system that is implemented slowly but going faster.
As you said, there are improvements, sometimes slow or not as fast and as quick as people would wish. E-government is still at the beginning. But there have been new laws introduced, like law on construction permit, labor law, which meets many of the requirements of the business community. Also, it remains to be seen to which extent they really will be implemented to the spirit and the letter of the law. Since this can be a problem, as we know from experience, that good laws, good legislative basis does not always mean that it functions equally well in practice. Among the many things which links us and in our political and economic cooperation, which is very intensive, I think that the underlying scheme or the aspect which gives to them real dynamic is our common goal of Serbia and the other countries, all the other countries of the region, becoming full-fledged members of the European Union. Austria and subsequent Austrian governments consistently have supported Serbia and the other countries on its way towards the European Union. We are 100% convinced that European unification is not complete without Serbia and all the other countries. We must have all them in. We must close this gap. It's not natural that there is a region between now Croatia and Greece, which still forms a sort of grey zone. It must not remain a grey zone. It must become fully integrated in the European Union. However, the Union will look like in five or 10 years. I think we will see many changes to come, but the European Union will develop further despite all the difficulties it is facing. It has shown remarkable ability to adapt to new challenges. It will show this ability in the future, and it will also be able to receive this region as full members.
I would like to mention the school system. Your children are already grown up. Do they attend universities, or where do they go to school now?
The daughter is 21. She's studying law in Vienna, and the son will be 18 soon. He's actually doing military service. We still have compulsory military service, which means either real military service or alternative civil service.
Are you introduced to school system in Serbia at all, or not?
Yes, I am. Not very much. Not in detail, but
if you compare the school systems,
there's a broad offer of primary and secondary education. Not to speak about universities and other academic institutions. But what I think is the biggest difference or specificity in the Austrian educational system, which is not present in Serbia, is the dual education. So that means that young people from the age of 14, after they finished compulsory school, they can learn a profession and at the same time continue to go to school until they finish the learning period. There are also specialized gymnasiums where people can specialize, for instance, for electronics, IT, machinery, or whatever. And they can graduate with Matura, which enables them then also to continue at university if they wish. But even for those who do not finish the school with Matura, they have the possibility to go to school while at the same time already being trained in an enterprise, in a factory or wherever. This dual education I think is something which Serbia, I know, is interested in, and in which we are ready to help to transfer that kind of know-how, which I think is very necessary here, given the high level of, in particular, youth unemployment.
University is also free for all EU students, and there are many scholarships. Yeah. That are given here as well to some of our students, which have good grades. Do you think that we should do some changes here in our university education when you compare it to European system of Bologna? Does it cover everything they would need for the future?
I mean, what struck me here when I came and got more familiar with the educational system and the university landscape is the big number of private universities, much bigger than is the case in Austria, for which there are perhaps different reasons, but I would certainly recommend to strengthen state institutions, state university, to have a very rigorous quality control, and so to raise the level of university education. Also, for some sectors, as natural sciences, mathematics, as far as I know, the level here in Serbia is still very high, and people who graduated from those institutes or faculties are well sought after because of their good knowledge.
Hvala vam mnogo na ovom razgovoru. Malo je bilo na srpskom, malo na engleskom, ali nadam se da su naši gledaoci shvatili kakva je atmosfera između naših zemalja i koliko se Austrija zaista trudi da nam pomogne i na putu ka Evropskoj uniji, ali i u ostalim segmentima društva. Hvala vam mnogo.
Hvala vama i hvala na razgovor.